Hi friends and fellow intuitive academics, my name is Shelley and I draw from my intuition and my lived experience as a PhD to offer you guidance on your academic journey. And today I'm going to do a general reading as well as a second layer for those who are on this academic journey regarding the topic of keep your hopes up for this. And so I'm going to pull two cards for each pile aligned with the three stones so that you can kind of see what you're drawn to for your message. So pile one has this card which says Lost Lands. Soul memories and gifts, you've done this before. Pile 2 has this card, which is the Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. And pile 3 has this card. The Courageous Peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. And then I want to do a second layer from the deck we'll be using for the general reading. So pile 1 has the Temperance card. So slidey. Wow, this is interesting. The Temperance card is about balance, but it wants to go this direction. I don't know. And for the second pile, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And for the third pile, ooh, I actually see two wanting to jump forward. So you get the Star in reverse and the Empress card. Wow, cool. Really strong cards already for all three piles. So take a minute and see what you're being drawn to. It could be one or more of the piles. You might be more clued in by the stones rather than the cards. That's up to you. And so take as long as you need to, and then I will see you ahead in one or more of your chosen piles. Hi, Deck 1. So you were drawn to this card, Lost Lands, as well as the Temperance card and the Speckled Green Stone. So this Lost Lands card, I've been kind of gazing at it, and you've got a lot of like dreamscape imagery. It looks like a statue of someone dreaming, but then there's also like ruins or like ancient looking buildings from at least six different cultures possibly from the past. And so it says soul memories and gifts, you've done this before. So I wanted to read you a paragraph in particular from the description to start off with, because I think that it sounded pretty inspiring, I would say. So it says, at this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. So I really feel like that's setting us off on our theme of keep hope for this. keep hope for something that you've been preparing for, not only in this lifetime alone, but in your previous lifetimes as well. So keep hope for it because it's destined, one, but also you have reserves of wisdom from your previous lifetimes to draw upon. And I feel like the message will go in the direction of how to draw upon that wisdom. So that draws me to the Temperance card next. And the little ball orbs here kind of look like your stone as well. Temperance. There is something here about drawing on your past wisdom with the Temperance card. Because the Temperance imagery in the typical tarot is an angel figure with 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land. And so it's like drawing from source, you can say, to bring that wisdom or that language onto earth. So there's something in the Temperance energy that's pretty important for making that happen. Temperance is all about balance in multiple forms, and I would say balance as a like holistic practice in every aspect of your life. So I want to draw more cards first, but I just wanted to like leave that as like setting the tone for the rest of the reading. So our Lost Lands group, keep your hopes up for this. This is the general reading part that we're gonna handle first. Okay. So we're getting the Empress, lovely. Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity, a fruitful opportunity. Wow, the World, this is strong stuff. Wow. So you have 3 major arcana all in the upright, and then you have 1 ace of Pentacles, kind of grabbing the orb, receiving the orb. This is something you've been preparing for lifetimes, and this is the lifetime where it really happens and you complete the cycle. What is this thing? There is a material aspect to this. You're starting something that you're going to build. You're going to receive the golden opportunity to plant the seed and start it. With the Empress, you're fully ready and capable to nurture this all the way through to its full growth. I am not seeing details as to what this thing is, so I feel like I need to keep it general because it's going to vary so much for those of you who are watching. But just know the message here is that you have the Empress energy on your side as well as the Temperance energy to make this happen. The Empress is like the Queen of Queens, the Mother of Mothers. So it's very much about, I really feel in this depiction you can think of this as like Mother Earth energy. Like, it's like ultimate, absolute, like universal type of nurturance level that you have the capacity to tap into. That's what you've been mastering over these lifetimes, and now you're at this Empress level of being able to nurture this thing as big as you need it to grow. The Temperance is calling you to really focus on that balance, to keep the momentum going as you're nurturing, and also to keep the balance of how you take care of yourself through this. It's a very long-term growth that I'm seeing, like probably the span of your whole lifetime. It will be your life's work, and it will keep going beyond, like beyond your generation. It will continue. So with that said, I want to continue on to the academic journey layer of this message. So keep your hopes up for this, and we're going to apply it to the academic journey. Mocha's here, wanting to help. Pretty planted into your reading, so Mocha's here with you for this one. Right, Mochi? Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups, Judgment card in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And that's all we can fit, so maybe that's all that we need right now. Seven of Cups in reverse, Judgment in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse. There's like an institutional kind of imbalance or injustice that is involved here on your academic journey. The Judgment card is all about path alignment. And so this is absolutely a confirmation that this is destined for you, that you are here to do some kind of work that is part of your soul plan. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, I feel like there's a history of gaslighting here by an institution to, say, like students or whoever's involved. And because the Seven of Cups is reversed, it's like you're able to see through that, see through the BS, the gaslight. And with the Five of Pentacles reversed, it's there's also a history of hardships that's being exposed. Basically, the source of the hardship is being exposed. The source of the gaslight is being exposed. This is like Judgment Day for that institution. Yeah, this is really intense stuff. So it's not just about your academic journey I'm seeing here. It's about like the space that you navigate on your academic journey, and that affects many other people as well. It's like there's some kind of major shift in academia as an institution that you have a hand in, that you are doing your part to shift. Keep your hopes up that things will change, mostly because you're going to help change them, and also because it's part of the plan. Let me remind you that you have so many major arcana here. This is a huge shift. It goes way beyond just you. And it all starts with this material opportunity, a job opportunity, the start of a program. Maybe you're starting, I'm getting kind of the example of you starting say like you're a postdoc, but the postdoc is not only about research, it's about like building a center for research, helping to build it. Whatever you're starting now, like this is foundational stuff. It's not just, I see it going far beyond until you reach this point of the Empress status. You will like develop this, you will grow this, you will be with this this place, or you'll be with this place long term, or you'll be in this direction long term. So even if you don't stay with this new opportunity that you've gotten, it's probably the entry point to the next step of the direction you need to go. This is really important. This is really exciting, and it's definitely leading to something. Keep your hopes up for this because it's all happening. It's a long-term thing, and it looks like you would need to maintain your hope for this because it's so long-term. But I don't see any disruptions in along the way. And I don't think I need to give you too much more advice or encouragement because you have the tools within you already to go forward and endure and do the work. The last thing I would probably impart is to enjoy this, because in a way, even though you're doing the work and you're starting the work, it's also like your karmic reward that you have the privilege of doing this work, basically. And so with that, I'm wishing you so much love, hoping you continue to work with love on your journey. Thank you in advance for any likes, shares, subscribes. Please share your comments and questions. I'd love to read them, see how this lands for you. And if you were drawn to any other cards in the card picking, I'll see you in those readings. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading, and take care. Hi, group number 2. So you were drawn to the Cosmic Heart and the Six of Cups reverse. And I went back and was reading about the intention of this card as written by the deck's authors, and it was very beautiful. I'm going to read a few sentences from that description because I think they really stood out in terms of what your message is. Again, this reading is for keep your hopes up for this. And so we're going to discover what you should be keeping your hopes up for. Maybe you're feeling a little bit like giving up hope, or, putting hope on the shelf. There is something that you should definitely keep your hopes up for. And we're going to do that reading as a general reading first, and then with the academic insights later. But looking at this card, it's really interesting. I really don't think this is supposed to be a bird, but I just really see like a bird with a long tail on this figure's shoulder, and it really speaks to me about like having support and guidance all along the way and connecting to signs. And something else I'm being drawn to is like the magic in the card, the cosmic kind of imagery, but also the blue balanced with the purple pink kind of flares in the background. And I have no idea what those are. I think that's intentional. It's something powerful behind you, but it's kind of shrouded in mystery a bit. So there are, I want to say something like divine feminine, divine masculine at play here, like very much supporting you in like the sense of having parents in the universe nurturing you along the way as your soul grows. So these are the starting messages I'm seeing in that image there. With the Six of Cups reverse, I'll get to that in a minute when we pull the rest of the cards from the Mystic Mondays deck. But some people read Six of Cups reverse as negative experiences from the past that are influencing you now in the present, something that maybe you need to be let go of from the past. But some people also read the Six of Cups reverse as something from your karmic past or your past lives also hovering in there, and it could be both. They could be kind of like different articulations of the same energies that are influencing you right now. But we'll just leave that open until we get more cards. But the sentences I wanted to read to you from the Cosmic Heart are: there are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul's seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands your heart. That sentence in particular was highlighted to me, so I'm going to read it again. To lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands your heart. To live your life according to what makes you come alive rather than what everyone else thinks. To make your life one big moving prayer. So it really speaks to me about staying in communication, living your life in momentum with your hopes, with your prayers, with your wishes and your dreams and your desires, making that kind of orbit around you in this like universal sense as you go through life. So these flares could also be like your hopes kind of shrouded, and your dreams kind of like all around you, creating momentum as you go through life. So you're definitely being called to draw those nearer to you and make it more an integrated part of how you live your life in the everyday. So I do get the sense, as I opened in the reading for you was a little bit different how I opened in the last pile. So I do get a sense for you that you are tempted to put hope on the shelf, to protect yourself from being disappointed. And you're definitely, I can tell you're going to be encouraged in this reading to go the opposite way and make hope a huge part of the flow of the way you live your life every day. To make hope the thing that you nurture within yourself, nurture through your soul, and expand in your heart, using some of the wording that came from the deck's interpretation. Okay, so let's get some more cards to help clarify. Generally, so this applies to everyone watching, whether you're in an academic journey or not. Wow, what a mess. Why is this happening? What? Okay, let me get this sorted. And then we're going to do another layer with a different deck, specifically for the academic journey. One more shuffle. Okay, I'll cut it there. So you get the Seven of Swords. Ooh, I just got intensely dizzy for no reason when we pulled that. Yeah, it's still growing. I don't think it's me. It's not me. It's something I'm channeling. So I get the sense that like maybe your nerves are very sensitive, and you might suffer from like anxiety or panic attacks when there's conflict. There's something, yeah, that can be healed there. Because whatever you're experiencing in terms of this dizziness, like I feel like I just want to, I feel overwhelmed. I just want to like pass out. When there's something that overwhelms you in your life, you're trying to heal that, and it is rooted in something from the past. The Princess of Wands. So this will be your answer going forward, because I instantly felt like clarity, direction, stability. I didn't feel wobbly anymore. I felt very stable, which is interesting because she's just balancing here. Yeah, let me pull one more. Ten of Swords. You're definitely releasing this mental pain. Yeah, keep hope for this. working through some kind of is this categorized as mental health, like anxiety? I guess it is, but like I don't know. I have a really kind of more broad definition of mental health and wellness, but I guess we would be going in that direction in terms of like anxiety, depression, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, feeling overwhelmed, um, possibly going into like survival mode, like freezing, dissociation. There's something happening there, and it could be related to past trauma. Yeah, because I did feel the energy intensely here. Seven of Swords is like some deception in your life, somebody taking what's not theirs from you. They could be taking your boundaries, because the Seven of Wands is about boundary, defending your boundaries, defending your stance. I sometimes read the cards across the suits from the same number to get more insight. I'm feeling the Seven of Wands coming through and the Seven of Swords as part of the situation that's forming there. And I did strongly feel actually the Seven of Pentacles with this card. With the Ten of Swords, it's like this is definitely something with overwhelm, where it's hitting rock bottom to the point where you have to change. You realize that you can't go on in the same way, so something has to change. And it's a very good thing, even though it looks very dramatic, right? It's a great place to be, because you step into this Princess of Wands energy. Where you start to balance yourself out. It's almost like she's doing a yoga pose, right? And it's a very delicate balance, but you learn to strike that balance very gracefully. Something else that's standing out to me is the 3 moons. Actually, I think that, I can't remember in the typical tarot if that's a sun or a moon. And that's not a moon, actually. It's like the orb from the staff, but it's standing out to me. 3. There are 3 ways you're going to approach this. It makes me think like mental, emotional, physical. Yeah, you're going to find the balance in this condition that you're managing by balancing between the mental, emotional, and physical aspects of how it manifests. You will be able to catch the early signs and intervene or apply your strategies so that it doesn't get to the point where you're ready to pass out. Yeah, it's a very intense thing you're going through, and so your message is definitely to keep your hopes up that you will find a way to like coexist with this, to live with it, to not let it inhibit you, but also to like celebrate what it brings out in you uniquely. It isn't you, but it's very much a part of how you have been shaped to move through the world. And so don't forget also that there's something beautiful, even if it doesn't always feel that way, about you going through this experience and learning to, gaining the wisdom to balance it throughout your daily life. You will get there. You will definitely get there. Yeah. I'm trying to remember if there's something significant coming back to this message with the cosmic heart. Make your life a moving prayer. Keep your hopes up and wish for this, hope for this, and pray for it every day. It'll keep you in that mind space of, it's like this, you just by, it's like manifesting. By praying, you're manifesting it. You're sending it straight up to the universe. And it's an essential part, it's a daily practice of how you manage this situation, this condition. By waking up every morning and praying for it to be so. That's how it will happen. That's how it will come into place. And that's not the only thing, right? But it's like the magnet that attracts all of the steps you need, mental, emotional, and physical, to put them in place, to balance them in the way they need to, in that perfect balance. And you'll learn to orchestrate that perfect balance. I mean, it won't be perfect every day, but there is a perfect balance there for you. So keep hope up for that you will find the way to do this. I don't think it's going to take too long either. What I mean by that, of course, it's a lifetime thing, but think of it in stages, kind of like that came through in this card too. The seasons of it, it might be a lot of work at first, but the hard work won't last too long. Once you get the habits down and you get everything orchestrated, it will almost like run on its own. You just have to keep maintaining it. So I hope that's not too general. I want to help you understand kind of what I'm talking about. These, when I say you'll play things in place to maintain, to make sure you don't go into this overwhelm that incapacitates you, that you'll have set up practical strategies, daily, weekly, something like that, that help maintain your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical health, so that you don't get to the point of overwhelm and collapse. Yeah, overwhelm and collapse, overwhelm and collapse. You're stuck, kind of stuck in this cycle. I do want to say, with the Six of Cups reverse, this could be related to past trauma. I don't know if I said that already, even from childhood, that's playing out in your life. So definitely with the care and guidance of a counselor or a therapist, you will be able to strike the right balance. I feel like I want to give you a little bit of connection from my own journey with my own mental kind of wellness and balance. Is that I knew in my heart right away, and nobody really told me this, when I discovered that I didn't have to live the way I was living. I was suffering needlessly, and this had been going on since childhood. No one had really recognized it as an issue until I did as an adult. And I reached out for help, and I didn't know anything about therapy, counseling. Mental wellness was definitely taboo in my upbringing. It wasn't even opened up as a topic, as a possibility that we might need to talk about this in my family of origin and my upbringing, and that's why, like, something that I discovered doesn't need to be that difficult. It's something I didn't need to live with that long. I had to endure it for way more years than I should have. And so what I knew in my heart when I awoke to this need to address some imbalance in my mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical wellness is that I knew that it was multidimensional, that I needed to attend to like the physical therapies as much as to the talk therapies, as much as to the spiritual therapies. And because your guidance has come through that way, I feel like it's beneficial for me to share a bit of my story there to guide you to looking through the multidimensional sort of strategies for your therapeutic journey. And it doesn't have to be like, yeah, what I said, physical, mental, emotional. You don't have to think of it the way, I mean, you can think of it in any way that might be applicable to you. So that might be doing yoga practices, as well as going to talk therapy, as well as, like making sure you're taking in the right nutrients, that might be beneficial for your gut health, something like that, like how gut health is really integrated into mind health as well. There's something there that sounds very complex, but you will learn the steps at each and every day, one by one, as you keep manifesting this through daily prayers, daily hopes, keeping the hope up. Basically, don't abandon yourself on this. There's a lot of hope, and you will get there just day by day. A daily practice is where you need to start, of just whispering to yourself or whispering to the universe that you hope for this. And when you devote yourself to this practice, that's how it all activates and magnetizes toward you. Okay, my heart is with you so much on that, and I just want to say there is a lot of hope. I can speak from experience that it does take some time, but it does, once you get things in the right orbit, life is totally different, and it's worth it. So we're going to pull some cards now for those of us on the academic journey and how this kind of manifests in that message. And get one more good shuffle in here. Okay, cut it right there. So you get the Hermit in reverse, and it says there are some things that must be done on your own. Since it's in reverse, we'll probably read that as this is not something you'll be doing on your own. The Seven of Swords. Oh, that's crazy. You got the Seven of Swords again. I love when this happens. This has been happening from time to time, where where the same card from another deck lands on top of the same card. This happened in my last video, so if you're drawn to that message, which is what is magic about your work or your research or your studies, then you might want to check out that reading and see if you picked the pile where this happened there too. Okay, so the Cozy Witch, which is the Fool card in reverse, says take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning, but it's in reverse, so we'll wait on that. And the Page of Swords in reverse, which says curiosity is a type of magic. Oh, sorry, if you couldn't see these, let me go back. And I think you couldn't see this one, Cozy Witch, Page of Swords, Seven of Swords, did you see that? Okay. The first place I want to go is the Page of Swords, because with the Page of Wands came up as kind of like your central guiding energy for you balancing your well-being. The Page of Swords in reverse is linking to the Ten of Swords, and it's telling me that I don't want to, it's like I don't want to say immaturity, but it's like an undeveloped or I guess I'll go with it's like something that hasn't had the chance to mature yet in your your mind, in the way that you, in your thoughts, let's say that, in your thoughts. And it could be something um it could be something like triggers. So you might not be aware yet of your triggers that are coming possibly from childhood. Why would that come up in the academic reading? Is something in academia, like, or in your school, triggering you? Possibly. Something about the institution or the classroom or the hierarchy, social scenario, social situations. Being drawn to matching the Hermit reverse and the Page of Swords reverse because of the books, the similar energies of the arm, like searching for something, looking for something. Definitely don't think that you have to do this alone. Don't try to heal yourself with self-help books or like Instagram therapists. Um, reach you're deserving of, and the resources will be given to you for like professional support on this. You're absolutely deserving of it. Yeah, and as you keep manifesting through prayer every day, the right resources, the opportunities will come to you. Seven of Swords, this is just a heavy emphasis on, oh, in this deck, it really looks like, what's the word? I forgot the word, but it's like overreacting to something, to a threat. So it's like, for example, in here, this figure sees a spider and is prepared to use, like, to over deploy defenses against the spider. It's like some things, yeah, definitely the triggers thing is coming up. Becoming aware of your triggers and knowing how to manage the triggers ahead of time is going to be so key to you. Yeah, because a lot of energy is a lot of mental and emotional energy is being invested into this little spider, right? So take that metaphor however it applies in your life, where you don't need to be like investing all of this and then feeling drained and like dizzy, like you're about to pass out. So that could be like where I felt that dizzy panic attack type of feeling, where it's like there's something associated, for example, with this tiny trigger that makes it feel bigger than it actually is in the situation. What's with the Fool card in reverse? You've already laid some good groundwork on this. You already have a hunch of what you need to do. Like I said when I shared my story, that I already deeply knew I needed to reach out to three resources: physical therapy, mental therapy, and spiritual therapy. You've already set out on this course, and this is telling you don't have to start fresh. You don't have to start over. You can build upon what you've already started in terms of balancing this. It might just be that you've already developed one path, like you've already started talk therapy, but now it's time to build in the physical and the spiritual possibly for you. However you see those three aspects coming together. But sorry, I keep forgetting about the academic. What does this mean for academic? Yeah, it's playing out in when you go, like, say on campus, specifically in social situations with, like, if you're a student with your peers, it's playing out in that way. It's making it kind of hard for you. It's kind of isolating for you, actually, with the hermit. Yeah, it's like you're studying, and for this, I see you in the halls, the hallways, and something happened in the hallway, and maybe you had this panic attack kind of episode. And it was very hard to experience that in a school setting. And so you just kind of hide yourself away. It's like easier for you. You're definitely being told that you don't have to do that. Of course, like, you're doing everything right that works for you in the moment. But again, this reading is about, you can keep hope for this. You can keep your hopes up that it won't always be this way. That you won't have a life of, like, going into public spaces or social situations and having to deal with this the way it's happening now. It will change. You will gain mastery over it. As we said here, you will gain balance. Yeah, that's how it's showing up in your academic journey layer. It's about the social arrangements, the public arrangements of being in the university campus physical setting, and how to manage when the overwhelm comes on. Yeah, as I said, this is for you to work out with professionals. This is just kind of like guiding direction, and also giving you confidence that you are definitely have the right hunches. You're on in the right direction. You I think the main message here is that you have no sense of how long this is going to take, but your guides are saying it's like watering a plant, and you just have to keep being devoted to nurturing, to watering the plant, letting it grow with the seasons that it's supposed to grow. And it won't take forever. It will actually go by pretty quickly once you get to that point where you've balanced everything. And I keep hearing like two sounds significant, so like maybe 2 years. You will be entering the campus totally different in 2 years. Um, yeah. Yeah, so, oh, we've gone pretty long, but that is your message, and I'm sending you so much love on that journey. And my heart is definitely with you. Please keep hope for this. You definitely have a lot to hope for in this regard. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for any likes, shares, subscribes, comments, questions are totally welcome. And if you're drawn to another card, another pile, then I will see you there. If not, hope to see you in the next reading. Hi, group 3 with the courageous peony, the Empress, and the star in reverse. Um, before I get to reflecting on your oracle card, I just noticed that the star imagery is so similar to your stone shape here. I just thought that was an incredible synchronicity there. So heavy emphasis on a wish, because the star card is a wish. because it's in reverse, a wish that you've really been holding on to for a while. Feels like it's been floating away from you, but I think that's about to turn around. So we'll start first with the Courageous Peony card. So I was reading the description of this card, and it's so beautiful that I actually want to read you the whole thing. And you can see there's also stars in this card as well. So it says, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. And I really get the sense that that is your wish, especially with the Empress card, that deep down you've always known that there's something different, unique, and magnetizing about you. And you're absolutely right. And it's all coming together now for your message. So your message under the topic that we're approaching today, which is keep your hopes up for this. So the Courageous Peony, flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show it to the world around them. The peony doesn't try to compete with the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with the tulip. They own what they are and trust the timing of their true nature. You're being called to do the same. It's time to open yourself up to being seen. Time to share your incredible, multifaceted, true nature with the world around you. To uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering. To own your uniqueness without apology. There's a flower on this planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is ready to itself to express. Let it inform you. You may have been taught that it's safer to keep your light hidden and your voice small, to hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The Courageous Peony is here to remind you that it's safe to embody all of who you truly are. It's safe to share your voice and let yourself be seen. At first it may feel uncomfortable and you may be afraid of what others think, but with each passing day it does become easier. Little by little you realize that it draws in those who are meant for you, and experiences you've been longing for arrive at your feet. And I really feel like that spoke to me as the wish, as the thing you are keeping hopes for. Little by little, you realize that it draws in those who are meant for you, that being sharing your true nature, your voice. And it also draws in experiences that you've been longing for. So that's really coming together for you. Keep your hopes up for this, that you will be seen, that you will be recognized for who you are and the unique qualities you have to offer. They're not just dreams. You really do know something about yourself and what you're meant to do here on earth. You have this Empress card, and in this reading, it feels something like a diva card, not in like a bad way. And actually, I think does deva mean like star or something? I'm not sure if I'm remembering that. It just popped in my head. But there's really something here about you shining in some sort of public way as a star. And keep your hopes up for this, because you're not wrong. You already know this about yourself. You're not wrong, even if people tell you that it's just a pipe dream. So let's get some more cards first for the general reading, and then we'll do a layer for the academic journey as well. So what more information for pile 3 on what they should be keeping their hopes up for? The 3 of Wands, the 7 of Cups reversed. I feel like I want to get one more. Smoosh these together. And the Princess of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so adding on to what I've already said, there is an opportunity coming in for you. Oh, there's Mox. Right on time. And she did twist around the 3 of Wands. So there is really an opportunity coming in for you. Hi, Moki. The 3 really stands out to me as important, so it could be like 3 months. Could be significant. So that's the first message I see. The 7 of Cups reversed with the Princess of Pentacles is an additional layer of advice regarding the opportunity coming in. It's basically wait for it. So it could be 3 months, it could be 3 years for some people, depending on what type of manifestation this is, how long it needs to take. Because I definitely see an emphasis on letting things take their time so that the right opportunity comes into you. You don't have to be the one to sort through a lot of different ideas or offerings. The right one will just come to you with the right time. When the Princess of Pentacles is in reverse, I take this as going slower than slow, because the Pentacles court cards are the more deliberate and slower energies of the court across the different suits. This is like, with the Princess of Pentacles, is like the planning, the messages coming in regarding opportunities, regarding partnerships. The messaging will be slow. You have to really let it marinate and come to you. The planning should also be done slowly too, because there is an intricate web of timing at play, so that you don't get caught up in the wrong opportunity. The right one will just be sifted through time, through the right timing to you. So that's the general reading, and it sounds great. So basically, keep your hopes up for this dream. And possibly it's a dream of fame and stardom in some capacity. Being recognized for your uniqueness, the qualities you have to offer by being on some kind of public stage. If it doesn't necessarily have to be like a physical stage, it could be like a writing stage as well. So your candle just went out, and it was a lavender candle, and I just felt compelled to put in a pink candle for you, especially with your Peony card. So maybe if pink is like a significant sign for you, then that would be some confirmation for you and whatever you're kind of thinking of. You might also want to look for pink as a sign in the future too. Okay, so let's bring out our cozy witch deck to get the academic journey layer onto this. So as I was saying before, you're imagining, you're knowing yourself to be valuable on some sort of public stage, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a literal stage. It could be like a some other platform, like like content creation, writing, any other kind of stage that you can think of that applies to what you're thinking. So we get the 6 of Wands in reverse, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, sorry, technical difficulties all day long. So you got the Magician card, the 9 of Swords in reverse, and the Strength card in reverse. Okay, so your academic journey. It's really interesting to see all of these cards in reverse, with the Magician and upright anchoring everything. And the Magician is definitely a very strong card. The Magician is typically depicted as wielding the 4 elements and creating something. And the text here says you have everything you need to do anything you want. So it really makes me think that you have the ability to turn around these things that have been reversed in your academic journey. So with the 6 of Wands reverse, you weren't standing out before. You weren't attracting attention like you wanted to. The Eight of Pentacles reverse, you weren't getting like the mentorship you wanted in honing your craft, and you didn't have the opportunity to like to hone that craft in more depth. So maybe an internship or getting into a program. That didn't happen. You had a lot of anxieties hanging over you regarding, you know, like, will this ever manifest? And then your inner strength was compromised over a lot of these things just not going your way, I would say, in your academic journey. Your message here is strongly that you have the power to turn this around, especially at this point. So keep your hopes up for this, that I get the sense that you're feeling like things have been fated to like not go your way. You're being shown that especially now, it's not the case. These are just things that were temporary that you had to go through. And now you can turn the tides. You've learned the lessons that you needed to from these situations, and it has given you great powers to take agency over your academic journey in some way. So I'm going to see if a example comes in specific to what I just said in this academic scenario. Mokes. Okay, so Mocha has joined us, and it looks like she's going to stay, so I'll just let her stay in the shot. Maybe that's important for somebody's message as well, but Mocha does what she wants in our readings. So I got an interesting example coming through, especially with the Magician card. In the card, it looks like somebody public speaking, like an orator of some type. And with the Nine of Swords in reverse, it kind of spoke to me about having anxiety over expressing yourself, public speaking, which was a theme that came up at first in the Courageous Peony card. And you can see the Magician card. Looks like someone's speaking, right? And so something about you maybe getting nervous and not taking the opportunity to express yourself, like say in an interview or an audition, and therefore not getting the opportunity that you wanted, and not getting recognized for the star qualities that you really have. And yeah, so this is in terms of academic journey. You might be in performance studies. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It can just be any kind of course, like in school and in academia, there's a emphasis on, you know, being able to present your work. So something could have been lost in communication there, and it made you feel small and unable to do this work. But just remember, that was just one event. It doesn't define who you are and what you're capable of, because as we said before, you're the magician. You have the ability to turn everything around and step into this Six of Wands, which is a victory and recognition, and the Empress role, which is like, you can just see almost like center stage here. I noticed as I was looking at these, the 3 a.m. on the clock in the Nine of Swords. So this is another 3 coming up as an emphasis. 3 is significant to you, possibly as a sign. Let me light your candle again. I had to like protect Mocha from it. You might want to look out for that. 3. Something with 3. 8s are coming up as well. So it is March as I'm recording this, so this could be happening now in March 3. Could be happening like 3 months from now, 3 years from now. It really depends on what it is you're working on, how quickly that will come into play. The 8 could be something to do with August and August 8th. because we do have the Leo card. It's kind of like a strong Leo date. Yeah. Oh, I really feel like I want to get you one more piece of information. So let's get you a couple more oracle cards to round out your message. Ooh, this one popped up early on. Okay. Oh, so this is intelligence in reverse? Could this be that this situation made you feel like you were intelligent? It's not the case. It's just that it was the expression, the self-expression didn't come through. Don't let it define you, basically. Don't let this disappointing event define you. I feel like with the anxiety card, you're definitely like over identifying with it and making it a part of your identity that you're not intelligent. It's not true. You are intelligent and you absolutely deserve the things that you are going for, the things that you want. Okay. And then we get winter. So this could definitely be a timing card. We are exiting the winter time period right now as I'm recording this. We're about to enter the March equinox. So this thing could have happened very recently in winter. And you're still healing from it. Let yourself heal because the right opportunity is coming your way. Like we said, take it slower than slow. The communication will take a while. And this could mean, so this disappointment could have happened in the winter months, like end of December to end of March, around there. And the new opportunity could be coming to fruition around a year from now in the next winter months. I'm just going to flip to the description because I feel like there is a message in there for you. So winter, it says, I release what no longer serves me. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah, releasing the over-identification with this event. It's just something that happened in the past. It doesn't define you at all. Winter is a sacred pause. With its arrival, the living world seems to solemnly request that all things slow down, quiet down, and turn down the covers to tuck in for a rest. As nature comes to a still point, this darkness also speaks to death's crucial role and the need for letting go within the earth's sacred cycles. No matter where on earth you wander, you will see nature shift and flow through seasons to varying degrees. From snow-covered northern hardwood forests to balmy equatorial tropical jungles in the dry season, there will always be a dip or a slowing down in the creative force. The same is true for you. So think of this not as your identity, but a seasonal dip, and then you're coming back up. This is a time of powerful inward reflection when you are being called to allow yourself space for deep and radical rest. The creative process will always require a time of release, an acknowledgement of what is not needed to move forward, so it must be left behind. It is through the practice of rest that the wisdom of what needs to go becomes clear. Gift yourself the necessary time and space for slowing down so you may shed what no longer serves you. Yes, so this is the advice coming in, especially with these cards, slowing down. Now that helps us understand that you need to slow down for rest. And doesn't it look like the figure here is holding a pentacle? Just like in the Princess of Pentacles? Just kind of nurturing it like an egg, letting the rest and introspection do the work. That's the only work that you need to be doing right now, is resting, healing, reflecting, introspecting, and letting the answers surface, and you'll be gaining your strength back by doing that, and things will look very different next winter from what these cards are saying. And so I hope you do keep hope for that dream, that wish that you have. It is manifesting in its own kind of windy way through the universe to you. I'm so excited for you. Please feel free to let us know what's going on in your life, how the manifestation is going. Thank you in advance for any likes, shares, comments, subscriptions, and I hope you continue to